Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review Whacked Out Sports. I didn't know the show was still on the air, which is kind of weird because I like the show. I'm a big fan of sports blooper shows, anyways, and it goes back to the '80s. Bob Uecker had a great show that was syndicated, and that show was funny because I think Bob Uecker was funny. I remember watching it with my dad in the '80s, and we loved it. And then that was kind of replaced with Rogan's Heroes. I mean, not Hogan's Heroes, Rogan's Heroes, was like a sports blooper show hosted by I keep want to say Seth Rogen, but it was another Rogan. And that show was so. You know, it's said that not as good as the other sports blooper shows, not as funny. It was trying to be like America's Funniest Home Videos, but it blended in sports bloopers. It was okay. I remember watching that, especially in Fort Detrick, Maryland. Guys were saying, well, it's not that funny, but we'll keep watching and see if it gets funny. It was interesting enough to keep watching, but not funny enough to really think it would really laugh or anything like that. And I remember seeing that, late night, Sunday night, when I got out of the Army on NBC on Channel 12. And then they got Lighter Side of Sports, which I reviewed a lot, which I watched a lot. And that was on Channel 35, late night. And then every so often I bought a couple of sports bloopers videotapes. I bought a couple in the Army. I know there's one I bought in Fort Bragg that was hosted by Morgana the Kissing Bandit. I don't know if anyone remembers her. She had big jugs and she went out and kissed people. And then that was on for a while. And then it started getting more extreme with Whacked Out Sports. And I have a couple more shows that when it got really extreme. And I love Whacked Out Sports. It used to be on late night, Sunday nights. I remember watching it with my dad. And I thought it changed because I think they changed a couple of things, Whacked Out videos or something like that. And then they had like an hour-long panel on CW with like 4 people talking like in a basement. And the one girl that was on, I saw some videos she did for FearNet. And they introduced these videos and stuff like that. They had that show on. I thought Whacked Out Sports was done. That was a reincarnation of the show. But no, I saw it again on Channel 43. Which is our Channel 14. And it's weird because it was on Channel 6 too at 5:30. But one of the things about these sports blooper shows, they get the acts. The one of the shows that really get the acts really quick is there's like long running football or baseball or something like that. And I didn't watch on 6 because football was still on. But I really loved Whacked Out Sports today. I watched it. It was very entertaining. Brings me back, my memories back, watching it with my dad late Sunday night. And I give that probably about an 8.5 out of 10. Very fast paced. And I don't even know if, what are you doing, Maggie? The one thing, I don't know if these shows are, I don't know if these shows are old ones or new ones or not like that, because they kind of like meld together, or they have like old footage mixed with new footage, but it's still very entertaining. I enjoyed the show. And so I'm glad to see it's back on. I generally miss it now because I forget it's on a lot of the times because it was on like back when I was watching these on a regular basis. I knew exactly when these shows were on. Now I usually end up missing these shows. But it was great seeing it again. I loved it. Brought back memories. And also the other 2 really extreme shows where You Gotta See This on Fox Sports Net. I remember that was on. I remember buying a DVD called You Gotta See This Too Hot for TV, which had gore, nudity, and swearing in it. And that was really intense, especially the very first thing about a guy hurting himself in lacrosse. Oh my God, that was horrific. That was really bad. But that was a great DVD if you get a chance to see that one. I don't know. That show's no longer on Fox Sports Net, to my knowledge. You Gotta See This. But that was like one of the highest rated shows for a long time. I don't know what happened to it. And then they had a show called Scarred on MTV too, which was really good too. I like that show. I don't know what happened to that show either. But like I said, 8.5 out of 10 for Whacked Out Sports. And I'm curious, do any of you guys love the sports blooper shows? They don't show them that much anymore. Sometimes they show them on MTV's Ridiculousness, but sometimes I forget when that's on too. I used to watch that all the time. They have sports blooper related stuff sometimes, but it's mostly regular stuff. Hey Maggie, you want to say hi? Want to say hi, Maggie? Hey Maggie. Hey Maggie. Aw, what a sweet girl. Yeah, she's cleaning herself. Okay. So there you have 8.5 out of 10 for Whacked Out Sports. So glad it's back on. So glad I found out it's still on TV. It's been on. Now I got to find out what happened to On the Spot. I can't find it no more. That might have gotten taken off the CW. Because I can't find it anymore. So, till next time, everybody, please take care of my allegiance.